Welcome to episode 3. Oh, yes. So last week, of course, we made some cold calls to some talent agencies. I am happy to report that I have been in correspondence with Horwath Productions. I emailed her reminding her that we had a phone call. She got back to me within the night and said, yes, we are currently doing a Spanish production of Peter Pan. And she said that she was doing it at one of the premier theaters here in San Antonio called the Josephine Theater. And then she asked me if I spoke Spanish. And I said, claro que sí. El verano pasado yo fui a San Miguel de Allende para aprender español por un mes. I actually didn't say that. I said I was like conversational in Spanish. So we are going to have a meeting with her next week, and hopefully I will be able to start working with her because I would be very interested in doing a play in Spanish. I've never done that before. And the last time I saw a Spanish musical was in Spain. That was an awesome experience. I was with my grandma who lives in Georgia. Hello, Grandma, Georgia. I mean, sorry, she doesn't live in Georgia, she lives in Florida, but her name is Georgia. Okay? So don't get that mixed up. Her name isn't Florida. I've never met a Florida. I have a couple gigs coming up. One tomorrow night, I'm going to be portraying a historical Texas figure named James McLoyne. He is Irish, and he settled Texas a long time ago, and his wife, she died, and so did her dad, and it's a murder mystery. And I stand next to the Riverwalk, and people come up to me and ask me questions about James McLoyne, and I do my best to answer, even though I am not a historian. You can just kind of make things up, and all will be well with James McLoyne from San Antonio. So that's tomorrow night. It's actually pretty cool. It's like a couple hours, you make a little money, you talk to some people, you speak an Irish accent, you put on some boots. Hey, you gotta do what you gotta do. You just ruined the shot!
Sorry.
Cut! Last week we went to Wesley Freeland's house. He is a music producer who has a little makeshift studio in one of the bedrooms of his house. And it's actually really cool and really high quality. And I was able to finish a song that I have been working on since over 6 months ago. And we finally collaborated and extended the song to include another verse and a couple more choruses. And he helped me out with choosing some lyrics that I wrote out, and it's gonna be great. That was a really neat experience, and I'm so happy to have finished the song, and I'm excited to complete that project with a music video. Ow!
John!
Did you guys hear that? I like popped my neck. I was sitting on my couch. I was contemplating what I was going to do to make a little extra money. So I went on to Craigslist. I responded to a few ads about singing hymns. And I actually have a clip on YouTube that you can check out right here in which I sing hymns. He wrote back and said that was great. I love your kind of pop opera sound that you have, in especially the Ave Maria part. So he asked me to sing Amazing Grace 2 ways. One, with embellishments and basically as crazy as I wanted it to sound. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound. And then one that was like straight and a tempo. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound. And so I sent both of those. He got back to me and said that was great. Your dynamics are really solid and your control is blah, blah, blah. So I'm gonna send you a little contract, and basically I'm going to be a for-hire musician, and for every hymn I sing, I make a little money. There are no obligations. I'm going to sign a contract, and so is he. I'll have my lawyers review that, and then I'll have my manager call my agent, and then they will get back to me and let me know if this is something that I should do. But I'm really excited about that, because that was just a really random thing that I went on Craigslist and I emailed someone and they emailed me back and hey, I have another gig. And that's what you gotta do. You gotta scrape up as many gigs as you can. Are they mowing right now? Did you not tell them that I was... Do you know when they'll be done? So once that contract checks out, we're gonna move forward with that project and we're gonna start singing some hymns, and maybe you'll get to hear me sing a couple. So that would be fun for everyone, including the Lord. Okay, so now I want to talk about something that's been on my mind ever since the first episode, which you can watch right here. I would like to apologize to all of my friends and family in New York City. I think I called it disgusting. New York City is fucking disgusting, by the way. It's not disgusting. There are times that I thought it was. There are so many things that I love about it. I remember the first time I went to New York, I went to New York with my grandma Georgia, who lives in Florida. She took me to see my first Broadway musical, and it was Hairspray. I remember going out to get dinner with my uncle, who was a, kind of a big deal underground artist, and he took us to this really amazing Chinese restaurant and ordered in Chinese. And then we got in a taxi cab and we went to go see Hairspray, and that was my first Broadway musical, and it was so good, and it had such a profound effect on me. It is part of the reason that I'm still doing what I'm doing today, because I wanted to be a part of something that could move someone so much. I just want to say, New York is not disgusting, and just because it didn't work out for me doesn't mean that it's not a great place for someone else to spend their life. Fall in love, have a career, and do whatever you want, you know? It's all just a part of the human experience. So, enough about that. This song goes out to a very special lady out there. Grandma, Georgia. Georgia, Georgia, the whole day through, just an old sweet song keeps Grandma on my mind. I said, Georgia, Georgia, a song of you comes as sweet and clear as moonlight through the pines. Thank you for being here. That's a wrap on episode 3, and I'll see you on episode 4.